Hey everyone, this is Jesse from DarkStormReviews.com and welcome to New Comic Book Day and Booze for April 2nd, 2014. I just got back from the Silver Snail, but I also went to the LCBO right after, which is just a couple blocks away. So I thought I'd show you what I got from there too. Why not? Actually, first up, before I even get to the comics, I'm going to give this a try here. This is a Crown Royal maple flavored. I am a huge whiskey fan. Not too big on the regular Crown Royal or Canadian Club. Those are fine for mixing, but on their own, not so much, right? Not that great. Good Canadian whiskey that I do like is Canadian Club Classic, the 12-year. That's pretty good, and also 40 Creek Copper Pot. The regular 40 Creek Barrel Select, that's pretty good too, but I find it a little dry. I like the Copper Pot a lot more. So I'm going to just pour this into my Ralph Lauren crystal shot glass, just a little bit to try it straight. I've also got another glass here with some ice in it. There you go. Wow. That's just like syrup, like a kind of like a maple syrup liqueur, actually. I mean, I can taste the whiskey barely. That's a huge hit of maple. It's good. I don't think I'd like to. I don't think it's something I'd have every day, or even not often. Let's try it with some ice. That should help dilute the sweetness a little bit. Let's just give that a minute or so to sit. So onto the comics. I don't rehearse these, can you tell? Inhuman is the first one I got. I almost didn't buy this. This is Marvel's new event. I don't know, it's an event, so I feel like I have to at least try it. So I'm going to try it. It's the first one. I don't even really know what this is about. Excuse me. It looks cool. I know Medusa's in it. I don't know how long this event is either. Like I said, I could have read up on this a little bit, obviously, in previews and whatnot, but I didn't. So this is actually going to be surprise. I don't really know what's going to go on in that. Another thing. I got this for free at the Silver Snail here. This nice little piece of art poster, Inhuman Inferno, art by Joe Maduria. I know I'm not pronouncing that right, I'm sure. But that's pretty cool. I like that. And Guardians of the Galaxy Prelude, 1 of 2. So this is not a part of the regular Guardians of the Galaxy series, which I do follow. This is meant to be like a prelude to the movie coming out in August. I think it's August or September. I think it's August. So I didn't look too much into what this was about either, just so it could be more of a surprise. But looks like it has some pretty cool artwork in there. Looking forward to reading that. This is also, and there's Thanos in the bottom there. Also, this was $2.99 instead of the usual $3.99 that Guardians is, so that was also pretty cool. Always nice to pay less. And Black Science issue 5. This has been just a really cool science fiction series from Rick Remender and Matteo Scalera. I always love the covers. Even the lettering of the title. This is so classic sci-fi looking. Really cool stuff. Really nice artwork. Good story about dimension jumping, dimension knots they call them, instead of astronauts leaping from dimension to dimension. Pretty neat stuff. Let's try that whiskey with the ice now. It's better. I would definitely recommend picking this up, because if you like maple syrup, you would definitely want to pick this up. Even if you're not a big whiskey fan, because, I mean, I can taste the whiskey in there, but barely. I mean, this is basically like a maple syrup liqueur, and the ice helps to take down the sweetness a little bit, and it's makes it a little more refreshing and not like you're just drinking a shot of maple syrup. Yeah, I like it. It's very good. Yeah, not a big fan of regular Crown Royale, but this maple one, that'd be a nice thing to have once in a while. Not like a regular thing, but once in a while, maybe after dinner. Like this could be like a good after dinner drink. So anyway, there you go. On to the comics again. Back to the comics. Monster and Madman, issue 2 of 3. I got the subscription cover. Neat. I reviewed the first one very positively on Bagged and Boarded, issue 22 or 1, I don't remember now. Recently, in the last couple, 2 or 3 weeks ago, I reviewed this. The color palette seems to have changed somewhat. I remember seeing a lot of sort of like pale blues and even some purple in there. This time they're using a lot of, seems like a lot of gray and also a lot of sort of rusty orange and browns, which is pretty cool. Like there you can see. And Jack the Ripper, this is about Frankenstein's monster meeting Jack the Ripper. And in the first issue, Jack just shows up at the end. So I suppose he'll have more of a presence in this one. Deadpool versus Carnage, 1 of 4. It's Deadpool, it's Carnage. I mean, you kind of have to pick this up, don't you? I mean, I kind of didn't want to just because I already followed the regular Deadpool, but I mean, this sounded pretty fun. I mean, there's Carnage being all carnagey, pretty neat, and I like Deadpool with the doves there. I mean, you kind of have to pick this up. It looks fun. Archer and Armstrong 19. Mission Improbable, Part 3, right? This continues to be one of my favorite Valiant titles. I thought it was a little stronger earlier on, but this is still a pretty good book to follow. Really good buddy. There's not a lot of buddy series in comics, and this is a really good... Oh yeah, and Bloodshot's in this. Bloodshot's here to mess shit up. There's Archer kicking some ass. Punisher, issue 4. I've never been a huge Punisher fan or even followed any of the series. I've liked this so far. I considered, maybe dropping it. I didn't reserve this issue, but I flipped to the back, and it looks like this is the end of the arc, so I figured, well, I may as well finish the arc, right? But I've been enjoying this with Punisher and Electro. It's pretty cool so far. So I probably won't continue to follow it in print after this, but digitally possibly, as I'm thinking about trying Marvel Unlimited out, which seems like a really good deal, especially for a lot of series if you don't mind staying 6 months behind. And for the most part, I don't mind. Spider-Man, I'll continue to buy the print issues of, and maybe Deadpool as well. But everything else, I'm thinking about going Marvel Unlimited on that. It'll save not just money, but space too. I mean, collecting comics takes up a lot of space. Anyway, the last one here that I got is Trillium, 8 of 8. I have not read the last 3, I think. I'm pretty behind on this, but again, I may as well finish it, right? This started off really strong and interesting, then it started to drag a little bit, so I'm hoping this has a good ending. Jeff Lemire, I'm not really sure how to pronounce his name there. He's got some pretty strange artwork, I like it. In limited doses. By that I mean I wouldn't want to follow more than one comic drawn like this. It is interesting artwork. I do like it, but in small doses. And that's it for the comics. As for the LCBO, I noticed that Red Racer is now in tall boys instead of the 355mm single cans. If you have not tried Red Racer, which is a Canadian IPA, do yourself a favor and go find this, go buy this. This is an amazing IPA. Especially if you've never had a real IPA, and by real I mean not Alexander Keith's. No offense to anybody who likes that beer, but it's not a real IPA. We're cool, right? Okay. Keith's is okay, it's fine, but it's not a real IPA. This is, and this is, look at the can too. I mean, it's a great design, really cool can, and awesome beer. And I got a 6 of Qingdao. This is a pretty cheap beer, but I like it. So like just over $10 for a 6. So it's pretty cheap, but I mean I like it, especially with food like dinner or whatever. Plus my wife is from Qingdao, so that makes it extra special for me. And that's about it, I guess. So I'm Jesse from DarkstormReviews.com. Oh, and I will be reviewing 5 of these. I'm not sure which 5 yet. I bought 8. I'll be reviewing 5 of those over the next few days. Hopefully by the weekend they'll be up. Bagged and Boarded issue 24. I was very late with issue 23. I put that up just a couple hours ago, actually. Kind of late, but better late than never, right? So anyway, I'm Jesse from DarkstormReviews.com. Thanks for watching. Comments, likes, always appreciated. And see you later. Cheers. Mapley.